This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. This is caught by Antonio Brown. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. Manning. And he dumps it off to Blount. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there for the Patriots.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Going underneath to Blount. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Michael Irvin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is now 21-14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From the 6. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
A final shot before break. Cunningham throwing the out route incomplete. It's Austin. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Cunningham. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Cunningham to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
To throw on second down, Cunningham. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. They'll look to throw. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. A third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. On play action, now Manning. And Blunt has it. Running right through him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Manning over the middle. That's taken in by Gronkowski. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Now a play fake. Manning. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Antonio Brown. 37 yards. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. Blunt will get the football. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From the 6.
CeeDee Lamb on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 14-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1st and at the 25-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Throw left side, complete. That's Austin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Willie McGinnis. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
They'll run on first down. Austin. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by Irvin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. Completes it to Austin. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former Patriot, Darrelle Revis. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. One final try now for Manning. And he will go down. A Cowboy a sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from Atlanta.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Marino on play action. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Marino off of play action. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play fake. Here's Marino. And that is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
That's the score. Our home team 7, visitors nothing.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, it's Cunningham. He finds Austin complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Cunningham. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's Cunningham. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man complete. It's Austin, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Tavon Austin. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tavon Austin, 50 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Folk connects on the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. These two teams all tied after one.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They go play action with Marino. Open man is Michael Irvin, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They go play action now. Marino rolling to his right. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And the ball smacked dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Marino. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, visitors 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Cunningham. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Cunningham. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's Michael Irvin. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We'll remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. He's got Michael Irvin complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Cunningham looking to throw. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cunningham to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Austin. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Austin's got it left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ty Law. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And Marino's throw there incomplete. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
On second down, here's Cunningham. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Oh, he bowls over him. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
Well, they're right down here looking for 6. 7 yards to pick up there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a give. This is Bo running left. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Keyshawn Johnson, 50 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll run again with Jackson. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense hits him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Marino. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run on 1st down with Jackson and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From just shy of midfield. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Atlanta, as we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. That ball caught. It's the playmaker, Michael Irvin. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dan Marino. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Cunningham, flush to his right. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, 48 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Folk connects